Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 17. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now. Check 52's the mic. 52's the mic.
From the gun on third down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the gun, Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught by Sanders. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's Jackson, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Barkley. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Jackson flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the score. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson going to throw again. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On 3rd down, Jackson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, blitz coming, And down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
We own them. We own them.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's get to him, boom. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run on first down with Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 59 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. The 4-time Pro Bowler Herman Moore, his first grab of the game.
Led the league in receptions twice. And just think about, he was the game plan. When you had to line up against Detroit, circle him, find a way to stop him, and rarely did teams get that done.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Play action, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. Now Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Jackson being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Jackson. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Kellen Winslow, 65 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 35 on second down, Jackson, Gates with a grab. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And it's a touchdown for the Packers. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going up top, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Marvin Harrison, the intended target, and it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready? 180. Choose the mic. All day. Let's rock now. Ready?
On first down, Newton. And his first look is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Check 52.
On first down, it's Newton. Breaks a tackle. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
20.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, many times.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Okay, ready? Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. It's Sims. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They go play action with Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Herman Moore, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Sims. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, 59 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down now, it's Sims. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Michael Thomas, 41 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Ready? 60 outlaw. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
Dick Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary.
And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 49 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can, and the Packers are in for the score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold on.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and it's complete to Antonio Gates. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man Sharp complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And Sanders has got it complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80. 43, 15. Attack.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Ray Lewis. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now Mahomes. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keith Bullock with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A run, this is Sayers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin with a run by Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. Touchdown, Packers. Herman Moore, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Sayers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. taken at about the 36. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. He can't get him down. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.